So basically, for people who've been living under a rock, could you tell us a little bit about who you are and what it is you do?
Who I am, I guess there's many different aspects to who I am, but in order to not tell us an hour-long response right now, I'm going to say I'm most known for being a reality TV co-star, Dyrdek's Fantasy Factory on MTV. I also am a clothing line owner, Young and Reckless Clothing, and I also am a music producer, among many other little side weird hobbies, but I'm going to say those are the three that really mean it.
Okay.
So yeah, that's me.
And then, how did it feel to see Young and Reckless gain so much success?
It's amazing, man, because I am truly, 100% hands-on with it. So to really, that was the first thing that I really built that went nationwide. With the TV show, it's a little bit different because you just know from day one it's for MTV. That's where it's going. So to really watch something grow is a whole nother story. So it's absolutely amazing, man, to see a design that you work on, on your computer. To see a kid in Dayton, Ohio, walking down the street with that design on, is a pretty trippy feeling. So it's great, man. It's humbling.
I know you've done a couple of collabs with Diamond Supply,
Yep.
Starter, the upcoming collabs that you'd like to talk about.
Yeah, we have a lot of stuff in the works. Just to name a couple of quick ones, I'd say we're doing a collab with 9.5 sunglasses. Possibly a headphone collab in the near future, and we also have a collab with DVS Shoes that just dropped, and I just had a meeting with them the other day. We're going to go back and we're going to do another one, but just build a lot more backstory to it, and just explain why we're doing it and stuff like that, and do another shoot. So yeah.
Okay. And your music production, what's it like to work with so many great artists in the business?
It's amazing, man. Once again, that's another very, very humbling experience. There's multiple times when I'm around these people. I still am a kid from Ohio, I'm from Akron, so there's a lot of times when I'll just kind of snap out of it for a second and be like, man, this is absurd. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you would have told me 3 years ago that this is the situation I'd be in, I would have told you that you're high. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. So yeah, once again, very humbling. Also, these people are pretty much all geniuses on one level or another. So just to be around people like that, it's super inspiring.
Okay. And then, did you attend any kind of school for your music production, or were you self-trained?
No, just the school of a bedroom, a keyboard, and a lot of frustrating evenings. And YouTube. You can learn just about anything on YouTube these days. So yeah, that's it, man. I just kind of worked through it and figured it out.
Okay. Yeah. And then, are there any upcoming music stuff that you'd like to blast on the board?
My main thing, I'm all over the place as far as music production goes. We have records right now with Britney Spears, Carrie Hilson, Soulja Boy, all these different people. It's just a matter of what makes it on what albums. It's a real frustrating business. So what I will say that is guaranteed is I'm doing a mixtape through my clothing line. It'll probably just be called Young and Reckless. I might put a funny little title to it, but it's going to have a lot of big artists, Wale, New Boys, Big Sean. Going to have a little comedy guest appearance on there. And what that really is to me, long story short, is instead of waiting, like I just said, to say like, hey, I produced number 7 on Britney Spears' album, go buy it. Instead of doing that, I'm just going to go ahead and put something out for free with all these big artists that I've been working with, and just say, here, you've heard me talk about music for this long. Here it is. Here's music. So go ahead and download it, and whatever. So that's what I'm gonna do. So look out for that Young and Reckless mixtape. That'll be on youngandreckless.com, and yeah, man. Okay.
And then what's it like working with your cousin and your brother, every day, or when you're filming every day?
Yeah, it's amazing. My brother, as you all might or might not know, is very awkward. So it's always very awkward. He's truly an awkward person. He's been like that my whole life. So to me, it's not really a shock. It's like, hey, you're looking at me funny. But Rob is, it's a blessing. It's 100%. It's amazing. It's very inspirational. He's the hardest worker I've ever met. One of the smartest people I've ever met. And it's great, man. It's very, very inspirational.
How were you approached about being on Rob and Big, or were you already Rob's assistant before the show?
Yeah, what that was is I moved out to LA when I was 18, and long story short, he had an assistant that he was just about to hire, and they were about to start filming the pilot, the test episode for Rob and Big, like a week before I was supposed to go back to Ohio. So a week before, his assistant called and said, hey, I can't do it. it's not going to work out. I'm not going to be able to make it up to LA, whatever. So he was just stressing. They were about to start filming. He really needed an assistant, all this stuff. And so he just looked at me in his kitchen and said, "Hey, do you want to do this? Do you want to be my assistant?" And I was like, "I don't even know what that means. I don't know what assistants do. I'm from Ohio." So I was like, "Yeah, sure, why not? It's better than working in a skate shop, I think." And so I started being his assistant. We filmed the pilot a week later, and then that turned into, you know, where we are today.
Do you have any suggestions for somebody trying to either become a music producer or start their own career?
My biggest thing, man, long story short, I could give you a million things, but really it's just simply to work hard. You have to be passionate, because any business will beat you around for probably years. And even with the head start that I had, I'm still, you know, went through a very tough beating period. And, you know, you just have to be passionate, man. You have to know what you want, and you have to stick to it and not let anyone, you know, tell you that it's not right.
And, do you have any parting words or shout-outs that you'd like to say?
Parting words, man, are thank you for watching this. Thank you for listening to this. Thank you for, you know, whatever. Thank you all for the support. And stay updated, youngandreckless.com. Twitter is @DramaBeats. And you haven't seen the last of me, so I'll be here for a while. My words of wisdom are, you can do it too.